And we are back. Peanut Gallery, Sakura Genesis. Holy crap. This was a struggle to get from the get-go.
So, we have ESPN illegal for these streams, so, you know.
It was like hiccuping and crashing every which way. But guess what? We did it. We got through it.
Holy hell.
And obviously now, since here in Vegas, it's in April, so it was like 90 degrees today. It did not help.
No. Well, actually, it was nice weather. It was like 94 degrees today.
Oh, yeah. It didn't feel like that. It was really nice. Anyway, so let's talk about Hiromu Takahashi's promo. Yes, Hiromu Takahashi kind of ran out bat out of hell and just talked. I don't even know what his promo was about.
He was just being the MC, I guess.
I guess. I mean, he kind of went on commentary. I guess Jushin Thunder Liger was doing other things. I don't know what he would be doing.
So, anyways, he was on Japanese commentary,
Yes,
and
he
he
was.
welcomed the crowd to the show. The crowd was big. I was like,
What the fuck was that?
That was the Ice Maker. I was pleasantly surprised
Just
by...
struck the entire fucking condo.
So, anyways, I was pleasantly
We had a
surprised.
7.2 ice maker earthquake. I'm sorry.
I'm just going to stop talking.
No. Continue.
I don't even know what I was going to say.
Hiromu Takahashi.
No, I was pleasantly surprised by how big the crowd was.
Oh, yes, the crowd. So, obviously...
It looked like it was full.
It did. It
It was not full, but it was like 80% full. Like
They really wanted to cheer, and there were a couple of times where they might have, but I will say...
Also, there were fans like right up at ringside.
I know, that was weird as shit. Like, they were so... Usually...
There was a select group of fans that were like right up there at ringside.
That once again is a good sign, because now they're getting that close, because... So there were fans outside of the standard barricades.
Right.
Which is super odd. I've never seen that.
Right.
But they were there, and it was kind of neat. Anyway, let's talk about
We
our
haven't
first...
seen it since the pandemic began.
This is true. Suzuki-gun, Taichi, Zack Sabre Jr., and DOUKI versus Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jado. So, Jado looked freaking awesome for 52, but man, this guy cannot bump for shit.
Oh, no.
He was stiff as a board. Jado.
Yeah.
Just... Like, you can work out because clearly it's working for you. You look fucking awesome. But you can't even take a DDT.
Right.
I mean, fuck, dude. You gotta have your back working or else you're not gonna do this. I'm sorry. Straight up. The match itself was kind of dog shit.
It was a 2-star match. It was nothing to write home about.
Once again, they're doing this Iron Claw.
It was an okay opener, but it's like,
I think it's really more of the story with
Right.
the Iron Claw, where the New Japan Pro Wrestling president actually took it away.
Right.
And it was really funny. I think it was Kevin Kelly that literally degraded these grown men to children fighting over a toy and the parent taking it away. Now, luckily, Peanut Gallery and I played with different kinds of toys. He liked his maps, and I like toys. But we've never really had that issue. But it's like, for God's sake, you really just degraded literally all 4 of these people in a sentence.
Right.
But just for like whatever, it was Zack Sabre Jr. pinning Tonga Loa with a European roll-up to win.
Yep.
Obviously, they're setting up for, yet again, another heavyweight tag team title match. Whatever. I don't know about you, but I'm getting kind of sick. I'm literally getting sick and tired of this. You guys have other tag teams. Let's give other people opportunities. Whoa. Heaven forbid.
Anyways, let's move on to the next match.
No, I'm butthurt.
This one was pretty bad, too.
This one was dog shit. Now, this match was like my worst match of the night. By a mile and a half.
And it's unfortunate because Kazuchika, Okada, and Evil were both in it.
Right. And, there were a lot of great people in it. Evil, Dick Togo, Taichi Ishimori, Yujiro Takahashi, and KENTA. And once again, there are so many people in here who are so good. Versus Kazuchika Okada, Hirooki Goto, Toru Yano, and YOSHI-HASHI. A lot of these guys are great. Don't get me wrong. But once again, these stupid tag team matches bother the shit out of me.
2 stars, it was bad.
It was just bad. It was a low blow and a roll-up by Toru Yano, I think, on Dick Togo to win.
Which is fine.
Right, and Toru Yano was obviously a fun source of entertainment,
Right.
but there was so much going on.
There was.
There were spots in the ring, but then there was attacks on the outside where it was hard for me, at least particularly,
Right.
to focus. It was annoying. Anyway, United Empire, Great Khan, Jeff Cobb, and Aaron Hanare, or Toa Hanare, which is cool as shit.
Right.
Versus Los Ingobernables de Japón, which is Tetsuya Naito, Shingo Takagi, and Sonata. This was a freaking awesome
This was
match.
a great match.
I'm going to say this. Aaron Hanare looked like he looked like a star.
Yeah,
He did. Wow.
redefine, wow.
I don't even think Peanut Gallery knew who this guy was.
Well, now I know.
He was a Chaos member. He was a New Japan. He was a young lion too.
Right.
And I think
wow, redefining a character.
right.
like-
I mean, and, he was he's a New Zealander, so he was doing that traditional New Zealand thing. But it's like that's old hack. Let's see something new. And you see
Right.
this Masahiro Chono guy come out, and it's like, oh my god, this feels like a star.
Right.
And so I'm really excited about this, and it really fits well with the United Empire.
It does.
You have the Hawaiian, now you have the New Zealander, you have the Japanese, now you have the English guy. You're getting a good group together.
Right.
They're really taking their time. But the match itself was amazingly good.
Yeah. And I love how Great Khan is almost like the second leader of that group.
He really is.
He is really coming into his own, and I really like what he has to
great
say.
promos.
Oh my god, the promos that Great Khan pulls off are just fantastic.
And it was a second Emperor by Hanare to pin Sonata. So once again, you bring this guy back, repackage him, and don't beat him yet.
Right.
LA Knight. Whoa, Jesus Christ. That was a frog in my fucking throat.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was a WWE in my throat.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't.
Wasn't that Paul?
Well-
Wasn't that Paul in your throat?
Now it was kind of, no. I'm talking about LA Knight.
Yeah, I know. Wasn't that Paul in your throat?
Oh,
there?
Paul Levesque, yeah. I thought I don't know why, but I like immediately thought of Logan Paul for some reason
No.
because he was on the show.
I think about Paul Levesque, you ass.
Anyway, so obviously great. He seems much more of a credible threat, and it was a great match. So United Empire won. They needed this win. They needed it bad. Hiroshi Tanahashi and Satoshi Kojima versus Jay White and Bad Luck Fale. The match itself was actually kind of boring.
It was.
I did not like this.
It was kind of that
Sleeper in the middle.
This was like my little palate cleanser from a great match to another great match.
Yep.
And it was a high fly flow for Bad Luck Fale to eat the pin, and it was fine.
Yeah,
I was
that
not.
happened.
I was not offended.
The match
whatever.
happened.
I kind of wish we had. This is not like Sakura Genesis or anything like that. Let's at least have a fucking title match, which is next. El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru versus Roppongi 3K.
And this is where I won my championship back.
It was a shot in the dark. So when I originally chose my prediction, it's so bad. I totally forgot that El Desperado was junior heavyweight champion.
Wow.
And as soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh shit.
They're gonna take it off.
We're gonna put on the Roppongi 3K.
And I'm sorry. I love Roppongi 3K. They're a great team, but I'm so tired of them holding these belts.
Oh, I know.
I'm
But that's all they got for now.
But guess what? It was a really good match. I
just can't wait for the Motor City Machine Guns to come back and possibly take those titles or something like thick.
We're going to be, obviously, with the Forbidden Door open, and we're seeing a lot of these guys going back and forth.
Oh God, who was that one really popular tag team in AEW?
Top Flight?
No.
Private Party?
Yes, Private Party.
That Private Party, I would be cool seeing that.
Yeah?
Depending on the weight class, I guess.
Yeah. I think Private Party are both cruiserweights. Anyways.
Lucha Brothers.
Lucha Brothers, yeah.
Oh
my God, there's so many possibilities. Anyways.
It was
a good match.
It was a really good match. It was a good match for Show to come back on. Obviously, they played up with the leg injury really well. He's a great seller, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
It was a really fun match, and obviously, it It was a spike double arm DDT on Yoshinobu to win. So luckily El Desperado did not eat the pin.
Right.
They're setting up a show El Desperado match for the junior heavyweight champion. Once again, they're rebuilding the junior heavyweight division to great stuff because already know Yo is a contender whenever he wants to go for it. And now we need to build up Sho again, who is a great wrestler in his own right.
But he's
Just coming back from injury, so
right. So Roppongi 3K1. I don't know. I was just butthurt about this. Anyway, we have the match. Kota Ibushi, Will Ospreay for the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
What a match!
Now this I want.
This was.
I want to illustrate the pressure that these two had. The belt had criticism from night number 1. And the one thing that really designates a champion to be good, and we saw this with the 24/7 champion, of how they present it. The 24/7 champion was comedy, so they put in great comedy guys like Drake Maverick and R-Truth and became the best thing on Raw. You had to knock this out of the park to legitimize this title.
Right.
With this change, you had to. There was no, if it was good, it was bad. If it was okay, it sucked. If it was bad, it's fucked.
Right.
But they did such a great match. It literally gave me this impression that this title meant so much more.
What I like most about this match is that it's, with the winner being Will Ospreay.
It was amazing.
He is now the first British heavyweight champion.
Yep.
For NJPW. And he is also a leader of the United Empire.
Right.
The United Empire just became a legitimate force to be reckoned with.
Exactly.
That is what they needed. They needed that. And
exactly.
You look after the match, United Empire just looked.
They looked awesome.
They looked strong. That's the end of the day.
And then you had Kazuchika, Will Ospreay. Now with winning this title, he's like, I'm moving on to redeem myself from past losses. Okada comes out here. Shingo interrupts and says, I want my title match first. So we already have 2 contenders ready.
Right.
We have Ospreay, Shingo. You know these guys are going to have 5 stars all the way. Didn't they win like match of the year last year or 2?
I don't remember.
It was they have had incredible matches.
And then you know that anything with Okada written on it is going to be gold.
Even if Will Ospreay loses this title, Shingo and Okada is totally good. Naito is still always there. Kota Ibushi will always be a contender at this point.
Now Kota Ibushi is going to probably going to go into a rivalry with
Jeff Cobb. Which is great because
is fine. Get him out of the title picture for a little bit, then have him come back.
Right. Give the rub to a guy that they obviously really want to do. But Great O'Khan is really the sleeper guy that I cannot.
He's kind of that, he kind of reminds me, he's like the Batista of the group.
He really is.
He's kind of the sleeper, but you know that one day he might betray it and, go full babyface?
Right. If you really want to do an evolution kind of a thing here.
That's what I feel like. I feel I have an evolution vibe with them.
I do as well. I really hope they don't add too many people to this group.
I like the 4 that they have. Amazing. That's what I want.
It's like with the LIJ. You have these people in here, and their dynamic personalities really kind of wrap the whole thing together. If they really want to put in somebody new, number one, I wouldn't put in 20 people.
No.
I would really be very meticulous on who you add to this group if you do it right. Obviously, with the ones that they've done it right.
Right. You had an American to it. You had a young lion to it.
That'd be awesome.
You had I don't know.
Let's really bring in some fresh blood into this.
Leo Rush even, something like that.
Maybe. You never know.
Right. Anyways.
Yes, Ospreay is the new heavyweight champion.
And how did he win?
It was a Stormbreaker. It was so great. It was knee to the face, then a assassin's blade to the back of the skull. It's so Kota Ibushi is dead.
Yeah.
We're pretty much saying, okay, so Ospreay died and Kota Ibushi died, so everyone's dead at this point.
Right.
This match was incredible. It was so goddamn good. And this is what this title needed. Once again, hit it out of the park. If you do this, this title gains that legitimacy that it needs.
Right.
But yes, Ospreay won. I'm not sure when these next title matches are, but obviously we will cover it.
I know that probably the Okada match will take place at
Wrestling Dominion.
Dominion.
And so then the Shingo one will happen at Dontaku for the most part. So,
anyways,
let's
match of the night star rating.
I was about to say that. So I'm going to give the whole night a 3. And now, obviously, I'm going to give the match of the night to Ibushi Ospreay.
I'm going to give match of the night to Ibushi and Ospreay as well, but I'll give it a 3 stars as well. You thought I was going to say something different. Nope.
I didn't.
Anyways, it was pretty average for a New Japan show, which I kind of expected.
It was Sakura Genesis. I was kind of disappointed about that. Anyway,
so
Peanut Gallery.
In my opinion, Sakura Genesis isn't really one of the big ones. I think it's kind of one of like the
Right. So it's kind of weird, but I think I've officially made. I mean, I'm not going to say this officially. I will say it on our social media later, so if you want to. I think after WrestleMania, we are officially rebranding the Pro Wrestling Zone PWZ to MoMA.
Yes.
Make Pro Wrestling Majestic again.
Yes.
We're going to do a format change. We're going to do a big change. We're going to do fresh new all the way across the board.
Nice.
So, really, really excited about that.
Still working on getting the website up and running. I'm still arguing with Ukrainians about the website, but we're going to hopefully get that solved here next week.
And at some point in time, we will be doing our show via video as well.
Yes.
We're getting really close on getting that geared out, so I'm really pumped for that. So definitely follow us wherever you're listening to it. Our YouTube channel has grown exponentially. It's like
which
200%.
is why we're probably moving to video as well.
Yep.
It's because we were getting a lot of
we're getting a lot of your guys' attention, and we really do appreciate it. We really want to give you like that additional content.
Yeah.
So definitely check us out and follow us. Become a patron.
What's happening next week? It's all going to be about WrestleMania, and it's going to be about.
There's no Bible study.
No Bible
There's
study.
no wrestling lesson.
It's all. There's so much pay-per-view happening next week. It's all going to be.
Yep.
Stand and Deliver and WrestleMania.
It's all going to happen. 4 shows. There's no way we can do a Bible study and a wrestling lesson.
And then,
with
of
that.
course, we do news, but that's about it.
And even then, how much news are we really going to do unless some like big things happen?
Right. So, anyways,
we might be really picky about it. So
like,
anyway,
subscribe,
become
share.
a patron. We're big thing with our patron.
We are rebranding.
We're rebranding it to 1 tier.
Yes.
We're not going to do multis. We're going to do 1 tier with a huge goal, and I'm going to say at least our goal that I want. When we reach our goal, which I think is like $30K a month, which will give us plenty of money,
right?
We're going to do our first official, when it happens, when we can do it, live, make pro wrestling great again.
Yep.
Like us, like with people in the place doing the show together.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Right.
And so that's going to be kind of where that is, and we'll see where it goes. Peanut Gallery and I are working out some stuff. I've already actually contacted bars in the city, and it might be something that they're really wanting to get into.
Nice.
We're in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to do this? Let's go to like a casino and like fucking gamble with a bunch of our fucking fans. That'd be fucking awesome.
Right?
That'd be sweet. So become a patron, be a part of that experience, and as always, be
majestic.